Hello everyone. So right here again, we are going to create a dialog for a mobile app, and this dialog will be customized. You understand? We're going to create a customized dialog to make it look appealing to the user. So here we go to the widget directory and we go to the dot file. We call this dot file my dialog. I'm going to call it my dialog. This will be my dialog.dot file. So this will be the dot file. We're going to create a customized dialog here. So we call on class and we call it my dialog. Okay. So this is the class that will return a widget here. To have some functions. These functions will return a widget. So right here we have the success function. The name of this function, the success function, is gonna return a widget. So when the process is complete or successful, this dialog will pop up. So we import the material.dat. So this success dialog will contain some parameters here: the context, the size of the screen, the media query size, and it will also take in a function parameter. So this function parameter is going to be here. Call it execute. So your dialog is going to take in 3 parameters. The function takes in 3 parameters. So right here, if the function is null, or if the function is not null, we are going to run the function execute in the future. So the future will delay for 2 seconds. I'm going to use 2 seconds here. So future dot delay, going to delay for 2 seconds. So if the success function is not null, we're going to delay for 2 seconds. Then we execute the function. So the seconds, we're going to pass 2 seconds here, and then right here we execute the function after 2 seconds. But if the function is null, it's actually going to skip. You understand? Going to skip this method here. So the execute function here showing an error. Okay, so we're going to put two braces by the right here. Okay. So the execute function is not null. We're going to execute it after 2 seconds. So now we're creating a dialog. We're creating a dialog now. This is how you create a dialog in Flutter. You call on the show dialog. You pass in the context. This context is gonna be the screen. You're gonna pass in the barrier disable, or this is false, and also gonna pass in the builder. I'm gonna pass in the builder. So a show dialog, you pass in the context, you pass in the builder, you also pass in the barrier disable. That means false, meaning that if you touch the screen, it's not gonna disappear. You understand? So the builder here returns a container. The builder returns a container here. So this builder is what you can customize your widget here depending on how you want it to look. You can design it here, inside the builder. So now I'm gonna give it a padding. Instead of a container, we are using a padding. So Okay, so the padding now is gonna only affect the top. The padding here is gonna have the bottom and the left and the right. So we're gonna give paddings to these 4 areas. We're going to give padding to the top, we're going to give padding to the bottom, we're going to give padding to the left, and we're going to give padding to the right. This is all inside the builder, you understand. The builder is what is where you customize your widget inside of it. You can design the dialog with whatever widget you want to use. Container, the padding, you do it inside the builder. This is quite easy, so what we're going to do here is we are going to give the top a size.height. We're going to use the size from the media query. We're going to get the height from there and be multiplied by this value, Then also the bottom, we get the size from the media query, which you pass in as the parameter to the success. We get the size.height, then we multiply it by the value 10 you see there. Then the left is gonna give the left here, it's gonna have a padding of 35. So the child for the padding is the material. The material is gonna have a border radius. It's gonna be border radius dot circular. So let's see, shift it closer. It's gonna be 17. So the padding, you're gonna give spacing. After giving spacing to the widget, you're gonna use the material with a border radius of 17, and the material now contains the child, which is the container. So the container is the child for the material widget, and the material is the child to the padding. So the container you see is gonna have a height. The height is gonna be the size you pass in, the size.height times 4 times .4, and the decoration here is gonna be a box decoration. So the border radius and the box decoration, you understand? So to use a border radius inside a container, you have to declare it inside a box decoration. This is how you make a container look appealing to the user. The container now has a child padding too. So the padding now is going to be only for the horizontal symmetrical. H insert.symmetric. It's going to be for the horizontal and for the vertical. So the horizontal is 26.0 and the vertical here is 2.0. Okay, so the padding now has a child, and the child is going to be a column. Remember, inside the builder here, you can customize your widgets or the looks of your dialog, you understand? So we are trying to design the dialog now, and inside the dialog we're putting in the widget we want to use. So the column is going to contain some widget. Inside the column you have a container, you have a size box. Just have another container though. So the container, size box, and the text. So these are the 3 widgets inside the column. So for the text, it's gonna be success. You understand? If you're trying to log in and the login is successful, this dialog will pop up showing that your login was successful. So the container, the height for the size box is 20. So the text is gonna have then the height for the size box is 30. So the decoration for the container, you understand, this dialog will pop up when your login is successful. If you're logging into the app, if you're logging into the social media app, this dialog pops up and tell you, okay, your login, your credentials were valid. So now the shape for this container is gonna be a circle. The decoration, the container, to decorate the container, you gotta use the decoration, box decoration. Declare the shape, circle. So the height here for the container is size.height. Okay, everything seems correct. The padding here, this is the padding for the container. So you see, make sure you're following up, make sure you understand, subscribe to the channel, because more videos will be coming up, you understand. So this is how to create a dialog. You call the show dialog, you pass the context, you call the builder. Inside the builder you can customize it the way you want it. So we're trying to design the builder widgets now, you understand. So inside the container, the decoration, we have the shape circle. We need a border now. So this border is gonna have a width of 8. So the width of 8, and that is it now. So I think we are set to go. The dialog is good. The dialog looks good. Just remember, inside the column you have a container. Make sure you declare the color for the container inside the decoration. Here the border radius dot circular. So right here now, inside the column we are gonna do the main axis alignment. So this main axis alignment would help to align everything to the center of the main axis. So we're using center here. Main axis alignment, the center. Then you make use of the what is here? Main axis size. So it's saying it's going to be main axis size dot max. So using the maximum of it. So inside the column we have the main axis alignment, we have the main axis size. So the container now is going to have a child. The child is going to be a padding still. Okay, so the child for the container is a padding. So we're going to declare the padding. Send agency.all. So right here, I want to give padding. The container is going to have some padding inside of it. So you're going to have the padding, going to use 16.0. And take note that the column has a main axis alignment of center. So right here, you want to declare an icon for the container, you understand. This icon will show when a success is achieved, and the icon will also show when it's loading, when your verification is loading. So we have two dialogs, the success dialog and the login dialog, and the success dialog and the progress dialog. So for the success, the icon is gonna be check bold. You see it there. Icons that check bold for the success dialog. But I don't think there's nothing like check bold. I don't think so, because it's showing an error. So I don't think there is check bold. So we're going to use icons.check instead. So icons.check is the icon that shows up for the success dialog with a size of 50. I'm going to use a color of purple, you understand, or depending on what you want. Okay, we're going to use deep purple. This is deep purple. So that is the color for the icon. So the child have a box decoration or circle or that. Okay, so I think the container is set now. Remember, for a dialog, you need the context, you need the builder, You need the builder returns how you want the dialog. So we're going to the auth. Let's see the auth stack or the auth container. So the auth container is gonna work if the user presses a button for login. It's gonna pop up the dialog telling the user, okay, we are trying to check it. Your logging in is in process. Then when it's successful, it will pop up the success dialog for the user to see. So right here we want to test this code. I want to see it work. So we're going to do my dialog. Into the auth container. Take note, I'm making use of the auth container. So if you have not seen the video, the previous video, because in the previous video we made a tutorials on how to customize a container, reusable widget. So go back and watch on the channel about reusable widget. So right here is the auth container, and when the user presses the login button, it's going to show the progress dialog. So when the user click on the login button, it's going to go to the progress, you understand? So dialog.success, we have to declare static. I think it has to be a static function. Did I make it static? I don't think I did, so I have to go back and check if the success was static. So going back to my dialog class where we are creating a custom dialog, we want to see the parameters to pass. We're passing in the context, the size, and the function. So remember to make the success function inside the my dialog class. You have to make a function there static so that you can easily call it in other data files. So right here we're passing the context, we're passing in the media query size, and we're also going to pass in a function that will trigger. When the dialog pops up, the function is going to trigger. So we have 3 parameters we're passing here: the context, the size, and the function. This is the function. We're passing in a function. We're passing in a function to the function. We're passing in the function as a parameter because it was needed. So inside this function right here, we're going to navigate. So when the dialog logs in is successful, it will navigate you to the home screen. We're gonna do that. So right now we want to pop, navigator.context.pop. This will help to get rid of any screen before the dialog pop. Okay, so this will help to make the dialog disappear. So right now we're trying to test the code we wrote. We're gonna test it, you understand? So we want to see how the code looks like. You're gonna see the mobile app appear on the screen, and it's coming up. It's compiling the code right now. So the app is coming up. Okay, I'm trying to build it, we have to wait for a while. Android Studio is slow sometimes. Okay, so the app is done. You can see it. The APK is ready. Okay, the app is coming up. We're gonna see how the dialog gonna look like now. So it's coming up. Okay, see the splash screen is out. The splash screen shows. From the splash screen, it takes you to the login screen, and then when you click on the login button, it pops up the dialog telling you, okay, trying to validate your details. You see the dialog comes up. You see that black screen, because of that navigator. That navigator context pop tries to get rid of the screen. This is it. So we're gonna comment this out right now, and you're gonna see the difference. Let's comment this out. This is the wrong place to put it in, because we don't like that black screen. You understand? That black screen shows that the navigator.context automatically removes the screen. It gets rid of the screen. So we're going to comment this out, and when you comment this out, we're going to run the code again. Okay, so the code, you're going to change this to, you see, this here is success, you understand, but we are trying to make a progress dialog. So we're going to copy this and we're going to paste it here. So paste it on top of the container here. On top of the container, we have pasted the size box and we've seen the text success. So this success, we're going to change it to something, that, okay, we're going to tell the user to wait, while we validate his login credentials. So this text here is going to be inside the column. I'm going to call it writing it here. Okay, logging you in. So logging you into what I'm writing now. So when the user clicks the login button, it will show logging you in, tell the user logging in. So down here you can write please wait. You can say please wait, you understand? So this dialog is a progress dialog. Can I tell the user please wait, that I'm trying to log you in. That is it for this dialog. You see, take note to follow up. So make sure and if you don't understand, if you're in my WhatsApp group, you can DM me, we can have a. So right now we're still going to finish up with our dialog. So we want to create another dialog, and we're gonna call this dialog progress dialog. So going back to our success dialog, you see it has inside the column, it has some widget saying logging you in. There's the text widget. And down there it has another widget telling you please wait. So this actually tells you, okay, something is loading, This will tell you something is loading. But this is not supposed to be for success, This is supposed to be for our progress, progress dialog. So the progress dialog is going to show you logging you in, and the progress dialog is also going to tell you please wait. Then after the progress dialog have validated your details, you now see the success dialog saying, okay, your login was successful. So this is how the dialog looks like. You see logging you in, but we want to make two dialogs, one for success and one for the progress. You see, so right now the app is coming up again. The app is coming up. You're going to see how this is now the social zones. This is the splash screen, and then to take you to the login screen. And when you click on the login button, you see the dialog will come up. Logging you in, please wait. So this is the progress dialog you see here. But after this, it's going to take you to another dialog. You're going to see success dialog telling you your login was successful before you go to the home screen. So we want to make the success dialog right now. So we're going to close this. We're going to copy this. We're going to paste it here. So it will be almost the same thing, just that we're going to make some minor differences. So we're going to change the name of this function to progress. You see here, we're going to change the name to progress. So we're going to have the success dialog, we're going to have the progress dialog. So the success dialog will tell you when your login is successful. So we're going to get rid of this. We're going to get rid of this phase 2 widget here. We're going to get rid of the size box. We're going to get rid of the text view or the text widget. Then we're going to change this down here to success, telling you your login was successful. So we're going to change this down here to success. Okay. Then we're changing here. We're changing that icon to check. This will be the success icon for the dialog. So we're changing the icon. Take note, you have to change your icon here to check. So going up, you're going to see, you're going to close this now. We're going to, you see now the success dialog is ready. And we have the progress dialog. So we're going to copy this. And we're going to paste it in our auth container. So in the auth container, you're going to paste the progress dialog. So you now see in the auth container, we are making use of the progress dialog. So when you click on the login button, the onPress will trigger the dialog. First of all, it will trigger the progress dialog. Then when the progress dialog is successful, is done, it's going to trigger the success dialog. So we are changing that name. We're going to change the name, the second dialog, from progress to success. Okay. So now we're going to run the app and you're going to see how the dialog changes from the progress to the success. So you see that now we have the progress, we have the success dialog. So the app is coming up and you're going to see how it looks like. So let's give it some time. Let's give it some time. So okay, now you see it's coming up. It's the splash screen. Now when you click on the login button, let's click on the login button. So click on login. You're going to see login you in. Please wait. Then now success. You see that is the two. You see the login you in, then success. But this black screen, we have to get rid of the black screen. You know, I don't need that. I don't need that. So this is how it works. So let's comment out. We're going to comment out the navigator so that the black screen won't show up. We don't want to see that black screen. So we're getting rid of that navigator. And we're going to run the app again. So you're going to see how it looks like again. So make sure you follow me up. And if you don't understand, you can DM me. I have a WhatsApp group where I get answer people, you know. So if you have questions on my videos, you can drop the questions in the WhatsApp group. You can DM me and we talk. So the app is coming up. You see the splash screen, then takes you to the login screen. Then when you click on the login button, you see the login you in, then takes you success. So this is how to create a dialog in Flutter. You know, this is easy to do. And subscribe to the channel for more videos because I'm going to be uploading and I want you guys to follow up. So we're going to take one more look at this. Because I actually admire, I like it, you know, it's wonderful. You see this? So it's going to come up again. You're going to see the splash screen. Takes you to the login screen. Then you're now going to see, click on the login button. See login you in, please wait, then success. All right, so now this is how to create a dialog in Flutter. It's quite easy, you understand? So subscribe to the channel and you can join my WhatsApp group, DM me if you have any questions. So see you guys in the next video. Thank you.